to debrief and give you some preparation about what we're going to do in class with regard to the personal bargaining inventory. You can find it in your book. It's a series of questions where you're asked to rate how much you agree or disagree with a statement. Some sections ask about your views about negotiation in general, others ask more about yourself. Now, the first thing I want you to know is there are no wrong or right answers. Everybody is different. And that's kind of the point of this video, is that why I started it out with the pictures of General Sun Tzu and the tennis player Bjorn Borg. Bjorn Borg, one time when asked about his style of tennis versus others, he said that you really have to find your own style of tennis. The other one, General Sun Tzu, talked about in his book The Art of War, which I know those of you who saw the movie Wall Street have probably at least heard of the book. I hope some of you have read it because it's an interesting book. But what General Sun Tzu said was that if a general knew himself, he was going to win about half the time. And if a general knew his opponent, he would win half the time. But if the general understood both himself and his opponent, he'd win all the time. And so the purpose of this exercise is to first help you understand yourself, and hopefully use the information that you've gained from that exercise in learning how to understand and recognize your opponent. Now, the other reason I like this exercise, and we're going to do it a couple of more times in class, is to see how your views about negotiation, about the process, about yourself, and about the ethics of negotiation, how those views change during the course of this class. So it should be a fun exercise, and what we're going to do is I'd like you to complete that, at least fill out your answers to that in class, because what we're going to do is talk about it as a group so that we can see how my views, and I'm going to do the same exercise, how my views might differ from yours, or how your views agree with or differ from your classmates. I think you're going to find all of us have different opinions and different feelings about various aspects of negotiation. So if we know those now, that's going to at least help on our process of getting to know ourselves. So what I'd like you to have ready for tomorrow, because this is about the first thing we're going to be doing in class, is to have that inventory done, and so we can talk about it. And you don't need to turn in anything to me on this, but just on a piece of paper, you can Xerox it and write it down in the margin of your book, or however you'd like to do it, just so that we can see kind of where we feel about a lot of different aspects of negotiating. I know some people absolutely love bargaining, they love negotiating, and other folks absolutely hate it. They, for instance, think about buying a new car. Some people think it's so much fun to go in there and negotiate with the sales guy and the finance guy and the used car guy on your trade-in. Meanwhile, a lot of other people pay people to go do it for them. So this, like I said, this is just to see where, what aspects of negotiating you feel good about, what aspects you don't, so that you can figure out where you stand. I know I've kind of repeated myself and gone in circles on this, and for that I apologize, but I do look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow evening. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Have a good day. Goodbye.